Here is a little look at my dining room today, and we will talk about these mirrors again. I love finding mirrors, and some of them aren't even mirrors. Some of them are just, they had a mirror in them at one point in time. The big one at the back, I bought from my neighbor and painted it white. And then some of them were, the rounded ones were from a door. And I just have them sitting on top of a box with lots of books. I mean, this one, for instance, is just hollow. It does not have, this one is hollow, but some do have actual mirrors in them. My chandelier I found on Marketplace for $25 and painted it up white. To my surprise, it actually worked, which was a win-win. The tabletop here my husband made, and he is just, I don't even know what he did, but he pieced it together, and here is the side here. Because if you lift it up, it's the original table under that, but it was orange, and I didn't enjoy the color, so I asked him to make me a cover for the table. He also made these trays here. They just are like long bowls. I don't know why there's a candle there, but, and I can use it as a centerpiece. I've just stacked the two together and put a little arrangement in there. Over here we have a window, a mirror with some books stacked together. And this is the architectural salvage. I just love finding pieces. There's another little piece over there. And I was lucky enough to find this, and it was a little bit too short to fit. So my husband had to make a middle piece to add in. Nice, handy like that. And I've like to fill it throughout the seasons. I've just put some fall blooms in here right now. Here's a close-up look. And you can see underneath is the fretwork. I love to get vintage doors. They're both different. That one's for my daughter's room. This one is to our bedroom. I have just added a few nails in the wall to put a whimsical sort of floral piece around the door. I love whimsical. And here is another look at this side. Again, I just have lots of books stacked. The clock I found, and I don't think I paid more than 10, and I just put some tea stain on the actual clock itself and painted this white. The door itself just had some wood across here, and I had my husband add the rosettes, and he added the wood trim to spice up the door. And he added all of that down there. It looks so amazing. He did a wonderful job. These wood beams here, we got in Asheville, and I just had him split the beams so that they could go on either side of the door. You can see the other beam right here. And that is a look into the end of the living room. It's a very long room, and the couches sort of go in the middle, right here. And there's a whole nother thing going on for Halloween at the other end, which I can show you another day. For the flower arrangement, I have just put in a couple of trays at the bottom, and then little bits and pieces from around the house. I have added a lot of pink into this season. I put in a couple of thrifted brass candle holders in the bottom first, and then I have just added in, this was in a wreath one year, I have just added them in all over, and they just stick right in. I don't have any filler under there. I don't often use filler. I just have used flower heads. And I've even got plums under here. You get the idea before I completely... That's it. These little trays here my husband made. I have just painted them with whitewash. And I have one above the kitchen sink filled with pumpkins, and they're really just so fantastic to be used all over. Let me stand back so you can get an overall view. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you another day.